Why do a lot of ADHDers feel like food is impossible to manage at nighttime? As a dietitian, I see the same dynamics play out again and again and again. The first dynamic is that a lot of work environments are incredibly overstimulating for ADHDers. And on top of that, in order to feel like you're doing enough and you're keeping up and that you are safe and secure in your employment, a lot of ADHDers have to do a lot of masking, and that can look like overworking. And between the overstimulation and the amount of cognitive effort required for masking, folks are often so exhausted and so dysregulated by the end of their day that there is no energy left to put into preparing a nourishing meal. But their brain desperately needs something to help them calm their nervous system and regulate their stimulation needs, and food is awesome at that. It is one of the few ways that you can access dopamine reliably that doesn't require extra energy or executive function to access. Dynamic number 2. If you are somebody who tends to overwork, so you come in early, you stay late, you work through lunch, and if work is also very overstimulating, it becomes a lot less likely that you're going to have the physical time or the spoons available to make it to the grocery store consistently. Because let's face it, the grocery store is a sensory nightmare. And so even if you do have the energy to cook, or let's say you even like cooking, it's a lot less likely that you're going to actually have the ingredients you need to make something readily available at home. And dynamic number 3 is that a lot of ADHDers really struggle to eat enough during the day. That could be because you're working through lunch because you're worried that you'll fall behind if you don't. It could be that you don't have any options available because you couldn't make it to the store. Or it could be that you don't have strong hunger cues, either because you have a hard time sensing your body's signals or because your stimulant medications are tanking your appetite. So let's put this all together. For many ADHDers, if evening comes around and they've undernourished themselves during the day, they're starving, they're burned out and overstimulated and need some relief, and they have no nourishing options available at home that are easy and accessible, then a binge on easy, tasty snack foods becomes a whole lot more likely because it effectively meets all of these pressing needs without costing them anything. This is why the first thing that I often work on with clients who are trying to work on this dynamic isn't actually the food. It is the environment that is making this eating pattern a necessity. Because if you try to force a change, it's just going to add extra pressure and cognitive load, which is going to make this entire situation a lot worse.